And I'm thrilled to have with us on this segment Steve Pizzi, who is the Associate Director of Athletics at the College of the Holy Cross, where he is in charge of facilities, operations, and events.
That's correct.
Steve, welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So we're going to get into it in just a minute. You're fairly new to Worcester and the Holy Cross, but you jump into a situation under Father Brooks's leadership. There's always been a commitment to first-class athletic facilities up at Holy Cross, and quite a bit has happened in some new ribbon cuttings in the last year or two at Holy Cross.
Yes, we had our dedication to our facility last April. It was my first week of work, so it was a little bit baptism by fire, but it's a phenomenal facility. We've added over 150,000 square feet of new space, renovated over 130,000 square feet of existing space, and our student athletes, our coaches, and our staff, as well as everybody else on campus, has a great opportunity to use those facilities on a daily basis now.
And so viewers from Central Mass will be familiar with the Hart Center, and some great basketball games over the years, some great hockey, college hockey games. So we had the basketball court and the gymnasium, and then you had the hockey. The expansion is so it's the Hart Center
at the Luth Athletic Complex.
And why don't you tell us about that addition and kind of rehab and what that entailed?
Sure. So there's a large practice facility, indoor practice facility, that is most of the new space that was added to the existing complex. So what that entails is helping all of our student athletes practice when the inclement weather is here, especially in Worcester. You know, we get a lot of snow. But a lot of the renovation in the older spaces, the hockey arena and in the basketball arena, we added new bleachers, new baskets, a brand new permanent basketball floor. So a lot of those dead spots in the old floor are gone, and now we have the most pristine facilities here in the area and in central Massachusetts for that.
Yeah, I mean, I had a chance to go up, really magnificent first class, and and it's a Division I program. Holy Cross known for high academic standards and quality, but if you're competing and trying to attract Division I athletes, having facilities are important.
It is. Not every student athlete is going to go professional. I think our student athletes understand that they're going to get a phenomenal education at our school, and they get to compete at a very high level with great facilities now when they come to Holy Cross.
And we partner with a sister organization, Discover Central Massachusetts, and the Chamber. Part of our role is to try to promote the region and area, bring people into the city. Discover Central Mass does that, with camps and things during the summer. With these facilities, I mean, Holy Cross is going to be able to expand kind of what they do during the summer, and that helps local restaurants, people staying over in hotels.
It does.
As tournaments and conferences and camps are being held.
Yeah, and that's our hope as well. We have to find those pockets of opportunities for that organization to come in, so we can both partner in those areas and be successful.
Right. And in addition to some great baseball that's up there with the Worcester Bravehearts.
Yes, they're great partners.
Yeah, great baseball venue. So let me just, as we've got the great facilities, and that's important, but the sports team having a little bit of a run. The women's off team under Coach Bill Gibbons off to a great start. The men just recently knocked off UMass, huh? Yeah,
we've had a lot of great non-conference wins this year so far, both with the men and the women. That's going to lead into a great conference play, and hopefully we're hosting some postseason games here with the tournament with the Patriot League. So men's and women's ice hockey is doing pretty good as well. Our women had their first win in Hockey East, which is their first year in that conference. That's the most competitive ice hockey conference, as you might know, in the country. We beat number 5 Northeastern. It was a great win for those women. So
they probably weren't too happy in Boston. That's all right. And the other piece where Holy Cross has worked with the city and the Chamber and Discover Central Mass is hosting the NCAA tournaments every 4 or 5 years in terms of putting a bid, and I assume there's conversations and working closely with Sandy Dunn and the DCU about looking at that in the future.
That's correct. We hosted the regional for men's ice hockey, I believe, last year before I arrived on campus, and we're always looking to try to get a men's or women's regional here in town, Worcester, and at the DCU Center, and hopefully the addition of that new hotel will help us make that happen in the future.
Right, but both with the NCAA hockey and with the basketball. One big element of the new facilities is the kind of football kind of indoor training area, which is multi-purpose, but it's lined like a football field. Coach Bob Chesney, first year as a head coach, had remarkable success at Assumption College here before hired at Holy Cross. Ended the season on a really strong note.
Very strong note. Bob and his staff are doing a great job, very energetic. They connect with those young men, and they're able to recruit at a very high level right now. They're bringing in talent both academically and athletically to campus, getting to see our facilities as well as our academic facilities, and it's making dividends pay off right away.
Right, right. And, you know, as they, to use, we're out of baseball season, but we'll use that as a transition. You're only as good as your last at bat, so they say. What's next on the horizon in terms of some of the things that you want to focus on? I know there's been some talk with the new center, revamping the field house, which is closer to College Street. Yeah.
That's correct. So right now we're transitioning with campus, taking in the recreational facilities for the next few years, working with our partners on campus to make sure the rest of the students have access to our facilities, our other employees, so they have access to our facilities. We're going to break ground on a new recreational facility as well as a performing arts center sometime after the new year.
And we know that you've got a few basketball games coming up to DCU. Do you want to just touch on that?
Yes, we play Rhode Island this Saturday
Yeah.
at 1 o'clock. That's a great matchup versus another A10 team for our men's basketball program. And it'll be a great opportunity for the community to come downtown and see our men and Coach Carmody do their thing.
Yeah, it was a big win against UMass. And
it was a great win against UMass, yes.
A great interstate rivalry.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Well, Steve, we got to wrap up in this segment, but welcome to Worcester.
Thank you.
And it sounds
Appreciate
like you've come at a great time as the sports renaissance, big part of what's happening here in the city, and Holy Cross being a part of it.